Good morning or afternoon. It's really probably afternoon where you are. I decided I'm going to lead you through my morning yoga routine. It's something I haven't done really before. Got some orange juice because it's actually not really morning. It is morning. It's 11:20 here, and usually I do this right away when I wake up. I had a rough morning, emotions, all this stuff, just feeling kind of blah, but no matter what, every single day I try to get a little bit of yoga in. And if that means starting at about 11:30, that so be it. That's what I have to do. And even with some distractions, I'm trying my best to fit it in. And now is the time. I recommend, doing yoga right away when you wake up, just because your mind is most clear and your body needs to move and it will feel better for the rest of the day. But it's also great to do yoga in the evening if that works better for you, or at lunchtime, or whatever, whenever you need it most. So like I say in the description, I am 7 months pregnant, so my practice has changed a little bit, but it's still not really easy. It's not it's super simple, but I had a pretty rigorous practice in the past, so I keep up without as many contortions, twists, or jumps. I'm still doing handstands. I mean, come on now. All right, so I'm going to start with leading us through, and I'll talk through this. So this is a little different. I typically do this in silence or with really chill music, the fireplace going, and right in front of the fireplace. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, ask, or try to follow along if you want to. This can be now or in the future. You can watch the replay. Okay. My favorite mat is the Manduka Pro Lite, and so that's what I have here. I often start either seated or standing, just setting an intention, or really just breathing and to a point that it feels good for my body. So hands at heart, standing tall. And for me, I do take my feet hip distance apart, although regularly I would have my feet together just to support my balance a little bit more, and as I fold forward so that my belly has space to fold between my legs. So my feet are not hip distance apart. So hands to your heart, close the eyes, and take those deep breaths, tuning into your body, your breath, and starting to slow down. The breath is in and out through the nose. It's your guide through your practice. And if you can, add a little constriction in the back of the throat as you exhale, creating that audible aspiration, or Ujjayi Pranayama. It's a heated style of breathing done in our vinyasa classes. This is a great time to set an intention or a dedication for your day, or just simply for your practice moving forward. So to start our practice, we take the hands by our side, roll the shoulders back, standing nice and tall. We'll start with Sun Salutation A, and we do this 5 times. So take an inhale, reach up. Exhale, open the arms and fold forward, bending the knees to the degree you'd like. I usually have to bend them right away in the morning. I'm not super flexible, right? Make it up. Half lift, look forward. Exhale, plant the hands and step back to plank pose, lowering in chaturanga from your knees or your toes. Lift up dog. I'm doing more so a plank because of pregnancy, but you guys can definitely make this more of a back bend. Look down and roll it back. Exhale to downward facing dog. We take 5 breaths here. Five deep breaths. So this is 3, 4. Keep the feet about hip distance apart, fingers spread wide. And 5. At the end of the exhale, step forward. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look forward and rise up. I'm going to crawl myself up, but you can also reach those arms out and up. And then hands by your side. Good. See, that was our first one. Now keep going. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open the arms, swan dive to the floor. Look forward, half lift. Exhale, hands on the ground. Step back to plank and lower as we do, elbows in. Inhale to up dog or modified plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. You stay for 5 breaths. This is where the endurance part or the strength building part comes in. We want to make downward facing dog become a resting pose, and how we do that is we practice by holding it longer. Staying with that 5 breaths and repeating this over and over. Then walk the feet forward on the end of the exhale. Half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Getting a little deeper now. Inhale, take it up to standing. Hands release, Samasthiti. Again, reach up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back, lowering to chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog or plank. Exhale, down facing dog. 5 breaths. And on number 5, step forward. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, nice and tall. Exhale, release. That was 3. We've got 2 more. Sun salutation A's. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, open the arms, forward fold. Half lift. Chaturanga. Keep breathing. If you need to take an extra breath, that's okay. Inhale, lift the heart, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Five breaths here, in case you missed that. Okay, step forward, forward fold, half lift, exhale low, inhale rise up, stand tall, exhale hands by your side, 1 more, sun salutation A, reach up, inhale, exhale, swan dive, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step it back. Hug those elbows in as you lower, tricep push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe deep. Hug those elbows and shoulders in. Press the heels towards the floor. And settle in. And even if it doesn't look perfect now or ever, just hold it anyway and build the muscles that you maybe are lacking. And no matter what you're doing, if you're feeling something, you're getting stronger, something is happening, just as long as it doesn't hurt or cause you pain. Okay, step it forward. That was about 5 breaths. I sometimes just count when I talk. Half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand up. Rise up, circle those arms up. Hands by your side. Now we have 5 sun salutation Bs. They include some lunges and chair pose. So you start at the top of the mat again. Bend the knees as you inhale, circle those arms up, chair pose. Exhale, hands lead through the heart center, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands and step back, lowering in chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right away, we step the right foot forward. Back heel seals to the ground, rise up for warrior one. Exhale to the floor, step back. This is where it's not super easy to keep flowing like this. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, step the left foot forward. We do it anyway. Inhale, rise up. Builds good strength, mental fortitude. Step back, exhale, lower. Up dog, inhale. And downward facing dog. Downward facing dog is that rest. Hold 5 breaths. You can step or jump forward. It's up to you, just land softly. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Deeper, longer, looser. Bend the knees, sit back, chair pose, reach up, inhale. Let it go, stand tall, exhale. 4 more, have fun. Inhale, just keep going, reach up. And then it becomes meditative, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, hips to the sky. Step the right foot forward. Warrior one, reach up. Look up, hands connect. Exhale, take it down, hands to the floor, step back, chaturanga. Upward dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward. Low lunge to warrior one, reach up. Hands to the floor. Lower, now step back. Inhale, lift the heart, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. Okay, step your feet forward. On that last exhale, half lift, forward fold, bend the knees, sit back, chair pose, reach up, release. That was number 2. Let's keep moving. Bend the knees, reach up, inhale. Exhale, fold down. Half lift. Step it back, exhale, lower down. Lift, inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, step your right foot forward. Warrior one, reach up. Keep the right knee bent. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back. Go through that vinyasa, as we call it sometimes. Up dog, downward dog, left foot forward. Reach up, inhale. Hands to the floor, exhale. Step back, keep flowing. We make our way to downward facing dog. At any time, downward facing dog doesn't feel awesome or gets to be too long, I forgot to mention this, you can take it to child's pose, right down here. I try to breathe through the discomfort in down dog. It's actually become quite comfortable for me to hold here. If your wrists start to hurt or get sore, it's often wrist flexibility and also shoulder girdle and core strength that we're working on. And that just comes with time. It does get better. It did for me. My wrist used to hurt a lot, and now not so bad. Okay, step it forward or jump, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, bend the knees, reach up. Exhale, down. 2 more. Here we go. Chair pose, arms up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, inhale. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot forward. Reach up, warrior 1. Exhale, down. Lift that right foot back. Without sound, step back, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step the left foot forward. Rise up, warrior 1. Exhale, step back. Now as you lower, make sure the elbows don't pass the 90-degree bend. Look forward as you go down and look forward and up as the up dog. Exhale, down and facing dog. 5 breaths. Okay, bend the knees, step or jump forward. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sit back, chair pose, reach up. Hands by your side. Last sun salutation. Feet. Circle arms up, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. You can jump back if you want to, but I don't do that anymore, so I step back and lower down on a full exhale. Inhale, up dog or cobra or kneeling plank. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward. Warrior 1, reach up. Exhale, back to chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, downward dog. Step the left foot forward. Reach up. Last one, hands to the floor. Step back. Lower down. Up dog and down and facing dog. 5 breaths. If all you did each day were these 10 sun salutations, and many people start with this, of course, you would find so much change and so much benefit in the weeks or months or years moving forward, or even just the day. It's that little bit of strength. It takes 10 to 15 minutes. You don't have to do all 10, but just to fit a few in. So beneficial. It's said that a sun salutation contains all the elements of a yoga practice. Okay, step forward. Or fold, half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold down. Bend the knees, sit back, reach up. Chair pose, and release. And that is our warm-up. We head now into the standing series that I enjoy so much. And I'm actually going to switch over to the other side over here because with my microphone, you'll see why, because I'm going to be facing you guys from this direction. So you can stay where you were, that's fine. So then, if your feet were together, you jump them hip distance apart, hands on your hips, and we start with a forward fold. So deep breath in, then exhale, 2 peace sign fingers, grab your big toes, take it down. Half lift, look forward, inhale. Exhale, pull yourself down through nose between the knees, elbows bent, and shift weight forward into your toes and outer edges of the foot. Try to straighten the legs, but if they don't get straight, that's okay. And we take 5 breaths in most of the poses, moving forward. Okay, half lift, inhale. Now slide your hands underneath your feet so the tops of the feet are on the palms of the hands. And then pull yourself down again, a little bit deeper. Shift again, weight into the ball of the foot onto your hands. So you're stepping on the hands. It's a nice wrist release. Okay, release the hands. Look forward, inhale. Hands on your hips, exhale. Feel free again to bend the knees. Inhale, stand up. Then take your feet together. We do some simple poses, back and forth, stepping with the right foot back to start with. So take our right foot back, step back into the star position, turn to the back of the room, back of your mat. Left heel the farthest point from you. Triangle pose. Reach forward, then take the right hand down to the foot, floor, leg, or grabbing on and hooking the big toe. Lately, I've been just holding on to my leg. There's a little bit more weight in my upper body, so I'm not looking to fully exert myself when it comes to core strength at all in this time. A block can be helpful too. And we simply change direction. So we take an inhale to lift to help us lift. Pivot to the other side. Exhale as you reach. And just come down for 5 breaths. We want straight lines through the waist. So it's not a side bend. Also pressing the shoulders back like you're pressing your upper body against a wall behind you. Okay, we take it back up, inhale. Now we do the twisted version of that pose. Pivot, left hand comes around, and I'm gonna widen my stance a little bit. For me, I'm not twisting super deep, so I'm taking my hand to the inside of the foot. For those of you who are twisty, take your hand to the outside of the foot. I'm doing inside so I have a little bit more space for my belly. And we open up, reaching, hand can be on the hip or reaching up to the sky. Okay, switching it up, switch sides, inhale, rise, windmill rotation, switch sides. Again, widen that stance a little bit, meaning closer to the outer edges of the mat with your feet. Back heel is down, rotate, reach up, look up towards the left thumb. Okay, rise up, inhale, and step to the top of your mat. Just to recenter and refocus. Okay, we'll set that right foot back again. It's always stepping that right foot back. This time, pivot to the back, right toes pointed to the back of the room. Bend the knee, elbow to the thigh, left arm straight up. So this is one version of side angle. We could also take that right hand to the outside of the foot and extend the left arm. And you typically like to do that. It is pinching in my waist right now, so I'm going to keep my elbow on my thigh for moving forward the next few months. You just have to notice what is feeling right or good or comfortable in your body. Discomfort's okay, but if it's like an obvious pinching sensation, obviously that's something you'd want to avoid, or just, no need to push it. Inhale, lift up, switch sides, pivot to the other side, bend the left knee, elbow to thigh or hand to the outside. If your hand's on the outside, try to get that hand to lay flat next to your foot and the hips to come down. Okay, let's take it back up. Inhale, lift. Now we do the revolve version of that, but I'm gonna do something slightly different. So revolve version, I start on the knee, and if you'd like to take a twist with hands in prayer, you can take your hands together and twist. You can even lift the leg, open the arms. Because I'm not doing deep twists or trying to deeply twist, I'm gonna stay right here with my hand, left hand on the inside of my foot, then open up to the right for more of a left leg and hip flexor stretch with a little bit of opening. So I might reach up, but this is more of a twisted low lunge rather than a twisted side angle. It's just another version and one that I like to do since I'm pregnant. But it really feels good for anyone. And then we switch, lift up, open the arms, inhale, exhale, take it down to the other side. Again, kneeling, you can twist deep, we can do all sorts of crazy twisty stuff. I'm gonna keep it to the low lunge, hand on the inside of the foot type of thing. And sometimes my knee is up, sometimes it's down. I kind of explore a little bit with these 5 breaths that I have. Okay, we'll take it back up, lift, open up, step back to the top of the mat. Forward fold, wide legs, so step the right foot out again. Toes point forward, parallel to each other. Open the arms, inhale, exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, look up, exhale, fold it down, hands to the floor, as if they're in plank or chaturanga with bent arms. Take a deep breath and look forward. Hey, and then exhale again, hands in line with the feet and forehead towards the floor. We are not trying for handstand here. That is not our headstand. That is not the point. If your head rests on the floor, do so lightly. Maybe take the feet a little closer together. Lift the kneecaps, lift the hip bones. Spread the toes and press into the floor. Okay, again, half lift, inhale. Transition out, hands to hips, exhale. A little bend in the knees is okay. Lift and inhale. Exhale, hold. Inhale, reach. Hands on your waist, shoulders back, elbows squeeze together, chest lifted. Inhale. Exhale, fold it down, keep the hands on the hips. You won't get as far. I'm going to squeeze those elbows together, keeping that back flat. Inhale as you lift back up. Exhale, hold. Inhale, reach. Arms wide. Exhale, hands interlace behind the back. Press the hands down, look up. Connect the palms. Exhale, fold it down. This is number 3 out of 4. Forward fold, wide leg. Sometimes my hands get pretty close to the floor, but I've been feeling pretty tight. And that's, that's okay, it comes and goes. Just because you had one good day of practice, if that's what you call it good, doesn't mean it'll stay that way forever. Inhale as you lift back up. Exhale, hands to your hips. No arm extension here. Take a deep breath. Take your peace sign fingers, grab your big toes. Exhale. Half lift. Exhale, pull it down. Forehead closer to the floor. Bend the elbows, pulling down even more. Use the weight or the strength of your biceps to pull down. Inhale as you lift, look forward, half lift. Exhale, hands on your hips. Inhale, lift all the way up, step to the top of the mat. Sometimes you'll feel a little tension or strain on the outside of the calves or the shins. It's normal. Again, same with the wrist stuff. It goes away in practice. You just need to build up those tiny little muscles. Okay, so top of the mat. We step that right foot back again, not as far for pyramid pose. So we pivot all the way back, hands behind our back, reverse prayer, or just grab the elbows or make fists. So we're not stepping quite as wide. We have hips facing the back of the mat. Exhale as you fold down. Straight legs. Work those elbows and shoulders back. Lift up, inhale, switch sides, pivot. Exhale, fold down. Straight over that left leg. Scissor and squeeze the hips and legs together while pressing the elbows back. It doesn't matter how far your nose gets down to your leg or anything like that. Just feel what's going on, the strength you're building. When in doubt, come back to your breath, simple breath, your intention you set at the beginning of practice. Lift it up, inhale. Open arms and step to the top of the mat. Whew. You can stay at the top of your mat if you're facing me. I'm going to face you guys. So we have some balance poses coming up. Balance, I've always been pretty good at balance, so hasn't been too bad for me adjusting, but it's still a little tough. So we stay on our left leg. If you do the opposite leg, it's okay. Left leg, right leg starts. Left hand on your hip, left foot on the ground. Peace sign fingers, grab your big toe of the right leg, and you extend. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lean forward. Try to get the nose to touch the knee. I'm going to turn to the side a little bit. My nose and my belly's in the way, so I can't quite get there, but that's all right. Strong standing foundation on the left side. And then we lift and inhale. Leg goes out to the side as you exhale. Not way up here, we're not bumping our hips. We're trying to keep the hips still continuously to be level to each other. And then extend, leg out to the side. Look out over the left shoulder. Gaze past left shoulder. Find a gaze point, find your drishti. Okay, bring it back. One more exhale, nose to knees. Inhale, lift. Now let go of the foot, point to toe, and extend the leg, hold it, 5 breaths. And we're down, oh my gosh. Those are like shorter breaths, let's be honest. Okay, left foot, right hand on your hip, left hand grabs the foot, extend the leg. Good, we're like 30 minutes into practice now. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lean forward. This is people's oftentimes least favorite part of practice, but that's why we practice it, of course. Okay, we lift up, inhale. Take it out to the side. Look over the right shoulder. Bring it back. Deep breath in. Nose to knee. Exhale. Lift up. Inhale. Let go of the foot. Hands on your hip. Point the toes. Extend the leg. Breathe. Lift. Core strength. Hip flexor strength. Oh my goodness. And we bring it down. Whew. Okay, Okay, now we have, and you can do tree pose if you want to for this next one, but what we have is a hip opening pose. So, and the first one, so it might feel really tight. Take your right foot up to the inner crease, half lotus in the standing position. Trying to get your knee to point down. Right hand goes around your back, grabbing the big toe. And then, what is it, we fold forward? Maybe. I'm not one that likes to fold forward nowadays. But if you can, you would fold forward, touching the floor. Oftentimes I have a little bit of knee pain, so I will stay up here and just work this variation, or even this figure 4 variation with the fold. So there's a couple ways you can do this. Just feeling that right hip and glute. There, you release it, come back up. If you're down on the ground, release it, shake it out a little. Switch sides. This side for me is way looser than my other side, and it's just always been that way, probably because I'm right-handed, or my left, I don't know. Just the imbalance of life and athletics and sports. So sometimes I can grab my foot, fold forward. Sometimes I have a pregnancy symptoms of acid reflux, and that comes up. So folding forward does not feel good, or down dog doesn't feel good. So I just stay up, it's okay. I was recommended a papaya enzyme for acid reflux, which is a natural alternative to Tums. They don't taste very good, and they're chewable tablets, but if they help, they help. Okay, come up and release it slowly. Ooh, shake it out. Okay, we're coming back to the top of the mat. I'll face this way again. Do a simple vinyasa or sun salutation. We're almost there. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Exhale. Step back. Chaturanga. Lower it down. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Jump or step forward. Bend the knees right away as you inhale. Sit back, reach up, connect the hands, chair pose. 5 breaths. From this chair pose, hands to the floor. We can make it fun and add crow or crane pose. Lift the heels, hands down shoulder distance, look forward, elbows bend a little bit. Knees on your elbows or triceps or shoulders, armpits. Lift the feet. And if you're so inclined, you can jump it back to chaturanga or just sit back with me. Lower to up and lift to up dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward into a low lunge. Back heel spins down, warrior 1. 5 breaths. Look up towards your hand and they're connected. Switch sides, straighten your right leg, pivot to the back of the ring, or back of where you are. Okay, hands to your heart. Then we open the legs a little farther, open the arms for warrior 2. Press into the pinky toe edge of the left foot, open the knee, avoid collapsing, and look beyond your left fingertips. Switch sides. Oh, my shoulders get tired fast, so sometimes I give it a little wave or flip the hands. Then we cartwheel the hands down, exhale, step back. Vinyasa. And that concludes our standing practice. So after that, there's like a whole series of seated poses with vinyasas and all sorts of things, but I just do a few minutes of my own just regular seated poses. Once I get the standing poses over, that's basically my practice, and then I just do some nice stretches. So the first one I like is bound ankle. So we just take the feet together, knees open, grab the feet, hugging the elbows, and then pull down. And a lot of the poses that I'll do are more like hip opening type poses. I've been staying away from back bends and a lot of those, like I can't be on my belly. I could try, but again, it's just not worth it. So lots of hip opening for me. And then the hip and hamstring opening really helps to loosen up my back, which feels tight most mornings. And then I lift up. Let's go wide leg stretch. Wide leg, nice and wide as you'd like. Then we fold it down. And I don't count the breaths with this one. I try to stay at least 5, or I do stay at least 5, if not a little bit more for the seated poses. Now that my body and everything is warm, this is a good time to hold some more stretchier poses. Okay, and then I like pigeon pose. Let's take one knee, bend it. I'm gonna rotate, this makes it easy. Rotate this way, bend my knee, shin down, knee down, try to get this left hip down. Big breath, and then fold it over that right leg. Maybe switch sides, lift on up, just switching by swinging the legs around, nothing fancy. Extend the back leg, and then fold over front. Other leg, pigeon pose. Yeah, lift it back up. And I know I haven't been doing enough to stretch my quads or the front of my body because I'm not doing back bends. So I'm adding a little hero pose in here because even this is typically not so tight for me, but it's becoming more and more tight since I'm not doing back bends. I'm doing a lot of forward folding and forward bending, working the hamstrings and tightening the quads with this practice. So a little bit of quad stretch is good. So my heels and my calves on the outside of my thighs. Knees are squeezing a little bit more together so we're not flaring wide. And of course you don't have to lie down on the floor. This is like an intense version. Okay, I'm coming back up. Ooh. Down dog for a second, just to shake it out. And then we're going down on the floor. I'm rolling down, or using my elbow to plop myself down. And adding bridge pose to strengthen my back. So we lift, hands on the floor, and I like to do this 3 times, and holding and really working and focusing on the muscles of my lower back to engage. Because another thing and reason why people's backs get sore is they're not using them a whole lot. So there's not a lot of activity or muscle engagement going on, so they become weak. And it's important to work your core or your back as part of your core. When you only work abs, you're doing yourself a disservice by not also balancing by working the back muscles. All right, take a little break. And if you want to do a full wheel or back bend, be my guest. Okay, doing it again, press into the feet, lift slowly. And I'm not focusing on try to open more. I really just want to get that sensation in the lower back. Lower down, one more after this break. Whew. How's it going? So I think we've passed 40 minutes. Okay, this will take like 45 minutes. I don't know. Lift up, last one. I'm not skipping anything today though. I'm talking a whole lot. Last little bridge pose. This feels so good. I don't know why, but this working my back, like squeezing my butt a little bit and working this area feels so heavenly. I like it. Okay, whew. Let me just do that all day. Hug the knees in, rock side to side. Stick the legs up in the air. I don't really do shoulder stand much anymore, so I just do legs up for like not very long. But it is good if you can do your feet up every day a little bit, even if you're actually using a wall or a couch or something to make it more relaxing. If you put a block under your hips, it also helps to decrease the intensity because you don't have to work the hamstrings so much. Okay, feet down, knees open. Basically Shavasana. I may spend a few minutes here. For me, it feels better to have my knees either open or my knees bent and together rather than legs out long. In fact, it's not recommended that I lie on my back, even though I still sleep on my back sometimes. It's not recommended to do full on the back while pregnant in the second and third trimester. So I bend my knees so it gives me a little bit of pelvic tilt so it's not so long and stretchy. And it feels good. And this is the time you just settle, relax, recover. All right. Getting a little bit nauseous, so I'm going to roll to the side and get myself up. Press up gently. Reach up. Hands to your heart. That is my morning yoga practice. I'm so happy to share this. I haven't really shared it in this way before, and so I was happy to do this right here for you guys today. And I hope you enjoyed. And hopefully we'll also do some more videos and everything coming up and not stop just because having a baby or anything. So we're going to continue doing our yoga and practicing and being the best students and teachers that we can be. See you next time.